Yo, how's it going, guys? Raisins here, back with another video, and in today's video I want to do a VOD review. So I was thinking of doing this on my YouTube channel for a while, but basically what's going to happen here is, if you guys have been watching my stream, the last 3 days of games have been a bit rough. I don't think I've been playing particularly well, but also the games have been very one-sided and stompy. So even in the games I have won, it's been 50-minute opens or like 20-minute, the game is just over. And I think I need to, go back to basics and just basically look at what I'm doing wrong, because there are some things that I'm just making mistakes, and my laning phases haven't been going as smoothly in the last 3 days. And I think it's mainly because I'm getting a little complacent, getting a little, loose with how I'm playing my lane. So I'm going to show you guys how I VOD review, and I'm going to show you what I'm looking for, and generally the procedure I use to try to improve and get stuff from games which most people would just shrug off. I think there's always some stuff you can improve on. So anyway, if you watch my stream, then you probably saw this game. This game we had Kog'Maw 80 carry, and I'm going to go over this game, and we're only going to look at the first 15-20 minutes, but I'm going to try my best to kind of take something useful from it. But before we do that, I just want to write down what I'm looking for real quick. So the first thing is unforced errors, and this is really simple. This is stuff like bad engages with no info, and then this is other stuff like mechanical misplays, stuff like that. And then the last one would be maybe like getting caught warding, just getting caught, stuff like that. That's stuff I'm looking for when I say unforced errors. And then the other thing is missed opportunities. So you guys all know I'm a big Coach Curtis fanboy. So generally, once you reach a certain level, you're going to reach the point where like all your mistakes aren't just you flashing forward and dying. A lot of your mistakes start becoming missed opportunities, where you're like, hey, you're not going in, you're not taking a free all in, all in, or you're respecting too much, not punishing cooldowns, stuff like that. That's what I'm going to be looking for. These are the two things. So without delaying too much, let's hop in the game. And I've got my trusty epic pen here, so I'm going to do my best to like annotate stuff that I'm talking about so you guys can see, because obviously I can't really talk about exactly what I'm thinking about without drawing on the screen. So I'll do my best to draw on the screen a bit and give you guys a clear idea of what I'm looking for. But if I put myself in my mindset when I was in the game, we have Alistar into Rell. I've played this matchup like hundreds and hundreds of times now. So the ins and outs of the matchup, I'm not going to spend too much time in this video explaining. But essentially, if I play it right, I should be able to prevent Rell from going in. Rell can prevent me from going in. I have a Kog'Maw, which means if Samira and Rell can actually get on him, he's most likely just going to get one shot. But at the same time, I can deny Samira going in if I save my cooldowns. If I save my W, Samira has a tough time getting on Kog. But there are ways that each support can play around. I'm going to disable directed camera. We're just going to stare at me for a little bit. But most of what you want to be doing in VOD reviews is looking at the mini-map. I mean, our laning phase matters a tremendous amount. But what I'm going to be looking for is like, hey, why was I respecting here? Or why didn't I take this all in? Or did I misplay the situation in a really obvious way that I need to stop, screwing around with? So anyway, let's play it through and see how it goes. So we don't leash and they leash. This is the first thing that I need to maybe consider. I don't think I want to face check. I think even against the level 1 Samira, it's still a bit risky to face check, because if they are in this brush and they get onto Kog'Maw, he most likely just gets chunked. But on the way out, I think Rell also gets chunked, because she's very immobile and Samira is super bad at level 1. So did I really need to be that scared? I think it was fine. I don't think I need to flip the level 1 in this lane, because we should outrange them level 1 anyway. As you can see, my Kog'Maw activates W and he walks up and he's like outranging them. So we end up pushing the wave. But there is something I need to ask myself, which is, did I use my Relic Shield correctly there? As you can see, I used my Relic Shield there. And what this does is actually pushes the wave a little faster than I maybe wanted to. I think it was actually kind of pointless. And I need my Relic Shield for second wave. So if I had to, let's just clear this and just write down some mistakes. Don't use Relic Shield on first wave when I already have Prio. There's just no reason to. So it's kind of a... I don't know why I used Relic Shield there. It was kind of a mistake. It is what it is. But anyway, I start zoning, but as you can see, the wave is already pushing pretty fast. I'm pretty useless level 1. I'm not going to be flashing on a Samira or a Rell, because then Rell will just go onto my Kog'Maw. Okay, so now I'm hitting the wave and I'm pushing it. Again, I think I'm making a mistake here. So the first thing is no need to push with autos Alistar autos. I don't need to push with Alistar autos right there. And then second thing is, instead of being here, I think I should just be chilling in here. Even if Rel has W, I should still, it's the same matchup level 1 and we're about to hit level 2. So I think I should be in this brush. And yeah, I think it's just a mistake. So not much else to say there. I don't know why I'm scared, but Echo just started red buff. So there's no reason for me to be scared. It's kind of a waste of our pressure here. Okay, I get level 2. I walk up. Cool. Right. They're gonna get level 2 after this creep. Okay, they're not actually. Hold on. Well, that's already a mistake. I thought they were gonna get level 2 there. They must have missed a minion. Let me just go back and check. Yeah. Okay, so they just missed this caster minion right here. That's a big deal. I should have paid attention to that because, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down because it's kind of important. They missed a caster minion. I didn't notice. I mean, that's kind of important. I could have pressured way harder if I had known that. And also when they flashed in, I mean, you're gonna see what happens. Nothing happens on the flash. They kind of troll. And I think the support, Rel, also thinks she's gonna hit level 2 off of this creep because you can see she kind of flashes in and it's like, well, they're level 1, right? I mean, I just W'd them away because I didn't really know what was going on. I was like, shit, maybe we're getting ganked. But it is what it is. Rel burns her flash. So from, if I say like from 2 minutes 50 onwards, we have huge summoner advantage. So I shouldn't really be scared of them anymore because I think Rel isn't. It's very, very hard for Rel to get onto Kog'Maw if I play this correctly. Okay, cool. Our Morgana's playing for bot crab. We don't need to do much about the bot crab. It looks like it's free. Morgana's just gonna smite it. We have perma prio. We're pushing again. The next question I would ask myself is, should I push? Because if we keep the lane in the middle, maybe I could zone. But that's, you know, it's a tough one because if we keep the lane in the middle and Echo comes bot lane, it's harder to contest crab. But Echo's top lane, and we should know Echo's top lane. Okay, I think this is a big misplay coming up by me, personally. Right. So as you can see, Rel is the one with no flash. Okay. So, I mean, it looks good, right? It looks good, but 3 minutes, like 4 minutes. I went on Samira when Rel was the target. Rel was just the obvious target. Samira has her W and his flash and heal, and I ended up not even getting Samira's flash. So I think wasting Kog'Maw flash to get the Rel kill was actually just not worth it in the end. And that was a pretty big mistake, and that's something that I think, like, I'll just play through the fight one more time and probably think about what I should have actually done instead. But it's pretty straightforward. Like, I don't know, I wasted my flash going on the Samira when I shouldn't have. So let me just draw what I should be doing is pinging Morgana to walk up and just going on the Rel. And then trying to interrupt the Rel W with my flash. So if Rel tries to W away, I flash onto her with my Q. That's pretty much the guaranteed way to get the kill. But flashing on Samira here, I think is just a giant waste of time. And Kog'Maw ends up having to burn flash, which is not very good. But it is what it is. Okay, we push the wave. Let's see what I do off the back. And let's see what items I buy. So I reset. I buy boots, pink ward, 2 health potions. Or at least I think I still had the 2 health potions. And then I come out of lane, and I go towards mid lane. Now Rel is ahead of me here, and it looks like Sylas is asking for help on his wave, but bot lane also kind of needs help here. And I hex slash over the wall, and I think this is a gigantic flip. I think I should never hex slash over here because we have a gigantic wave. This is just super turbo ultra flip, so I'm just gonna write that down. That was super risky. I actually don't even know where Rel was. I think I maybe saw Rel with the plant, but don't flip the hex flash. 5 minutes. The important part about this is there's a giant wave pushing in, so it's just absolutely no reason to risk losing this gigantic wave. Okay, cool. So we're catching the wave. Sylas looks like he's still in trouble. And what I would say here is, did I need to go bot lane? Could I have ganked mid lane? And that's the other thing I'm talking about when it says missed opportunities. So if I go back to when I was roaming and just take a quick look, if I had gone straight mid lane, what would have happened? Well, I think our top laner had just died. Our jungler is top side, and I don't know where Rel is. Okay, we do actually know where Rel is. Actually, I don't know where Rel is. We didn't see Rel, but and I think I did end up spotting this ward out. So this is just an awkward situation, but in my opinion, probably staying bot lane is safer here because Kog'Maw has a giant wave, and I really don't want him to lose farm on it. Because I think they probably can dive in. Okay, another massive mistake. This is just a gigantic misplay by me. I think I was just sleeping. But in this situation, what should I do? I should just deny the Rel combo. Okay, well, first of all, I don't think Kog'Maw should ever be walking up here. I think this is like super dangerous, but me and him were not on the same page because what I thought we were going to do was just back off and just farm these creeps from a distance. He wanted to go in, and what happens is like he walks away from me, which makes Rel W much harder for me to stop. So as you can see right here, at this point during the Rel W, you can't actually interrupt it unless you're in range to Q. And I did manage to Q, but she still gets hit by the W. So, like in some ways it's my mistake, but in some ways it's Kog'Maw's mistake. I don't think it's entirely my mistake, to be honest. I think Kog'Maw was partly trolling pretty hard there. But, you know, I'll write it down anyway. 540 should have stuck closer to Kog to stop the Rel W. I mean, it's not like the end of the world in terms of my mistake. I think Kog'Maw kind of hinted it, but it is what it is. Okay, cool. Not very good for our lane though, because we were actually in a position which we could have started winning the lane, but you know, that made me feel a little better about this game. I thought maybe I fucked up there, but to a certain extent, Kog'Maw should not be face checking a brush where Rel is there. But what do I do now? Because I still think that this game we should be able to start roaming if I play my cards right. So this was a part of the game where I was like, I think I'm just wasting my time here. Like the wave is slow pushing out, so that I don't really need to be here for this portion of the lane. What I could have done was just taken a quick reset, gone mid lane, and then like come bot lane for the slow push for when the wave is actually starting to push. So let me just quickly go back and say when Kog'Maw died to when I actually do something useful with my life. So Kog'Maw died ages ago. He died about 30 seconds ago, 6 minutes roughly. And Rel goes mid lane. She puts a pink ward down, and I'm just sitting here. But I am here for the big stacked wave, so... Okay. So we're pushing the wave in. And Sylas looks like he's doing some shenanigans. Okay, so we crash the wave, and we clear some vision. And I go back bot lane. I'm sitting on 850 gold, and I really need to base. What I think I should have done was ping Kog'Maw back, reset in this brush, and maybe look to come out of the map. So I'm going to write that down because I think this is a big mistake by me staying. I think it's just pointless. I have way too much gold. 730 should have backed. Or at least roamed mid. I don't think I should go bot lane here because we know Echo is bot, and I think it's risky to push this wave. Cool. But I think we do end up managing to push the wave because right now, like, you know, Kog'Maw is quite strong. He has a lot of range on Samira. Yeah, this is a delayed recall by me. This is a very delayed recall. I'm hesitating so much because now the wave is in a bad spot. And I'm stuck in lane. I'm like not using my gold. I'm sitting on like, how much gold am I sitting on? I'm sitting on 1000 gold as a support, which is pretty crazy. Shouldn't be happening. I haven't been able to roam mid, and I haven't been able to impact this lane, and I think this is the most snowbally lane. Also, our Sylas was incredibly tilted and not very good at Sylas. That's all I can say about this game. But I think going mid lane would have helped a tremendous amount in terms of not only his mental but his laning phase, because this guy was like getting completely bullied in lane. He's getting crushed. Okay, well, they're zoning us, so sorry, we're zoning them, so it's actually not that terrible a situation. And then I walk up mid lane here. Now this is already a mistake again. I'm just gonna write this down one more time because it's like I don't know what I'm doing here, but just base, idiot. I'm just gonna write that down. Like, I haven't based in like 7 years, and I really don't think I should be chilling here. I have my wards and base. Like, just go back. And I int it. Okay, cool. Another really good point. So like 950. I just 950. Don't flash under tower for Nico. I mean, that's a really basic one. Like that, everybody can see that I just griefed it. Echo ends up getting a kill. Unfortunately, that was just straight up unnecessary. I wasted my flash on my team Smurf, so they end up getting a kill back. That was my recall. My death was my recall. Again, super bad. I wasted a bunch of time in bot lane for no reason, but as you can see, even though my Sylas just, you know, dies solo, if I hadn't done that weird play mid lane, I probably could have recalled and then we could have defended this. But I make the choice here. I remember in the game, I make the choice to back off. I don't really want to flip it. Okay. Not really any place for me to roam after this base, so it is what it is. And it looks like we're about to get ganked. Yeah. Was this a bad play? Was this a good play? That's tough to say, but we have mid prio, so I don't think it's a terrible play, honestly. Okay, did I have Q to interrupt that is what was my next question. Because I think us having the kind of advantage of Quinn being bot lane means I should have been able to make this play. I should have interrupted this. That's just a mistake. 1150 interrupt the rel flash W. Straight up mistake. I don't know. Should have, yeah, like I delayed, I hesitated so much on my W and I just got wrecked. Unlucky, I guess. It is what it is. I should have also tried to R. And then this fight doesn't go particularly well. Up until the end, in which case, you know, like I could have played this much cleaner and we would have gotten a million kills. But Kog'Maw gets a triple kill, but we lose a lot of plates mid for this. Should I have made this play? I don't know. I think it was an okay play at the time because we had mid prio, but unfortunately the play took so long that, yeah, mid tower went down. I mean, cool. I got a good roam off. That was nice. What can I say? Neeko ended up overstaying. We punished. I get some wards down, and then I'm looking for bot lane here. So this looks like a kill. Cool. So as you guys can see, I had to wait on my combo because if I combo and she flashes over it, like if I combo max range and she flashes over it, then she just kills my Kog'Maw. So fair enough. Cool. I got another roam off, but then my rel, like enemy rel is top lane, and I need to try and make sure. So I think at this point here, I should probably have expected Echo to be top side because with the state of the map and me putting wards down in the enemy jungle here, I think we 100% know that Echo is top side. So what I should then ask myself is, should I go top here? Because I think there's a world in which I just go top lane here instead of going bot lane. So I think that might have actually been the better play. Maybe go top instead of bot. Because it looks like they're about to get caught. We have mid prio, so I don't think we're in danger of, you know, losing plates or anything like that when Neeko comes back. I think our bot wave is fine. Kog'Maw shouldn't be able to get dove. I think I should have gone top lane here. But I'm not really sure what happens. I think they just get dove. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. No, I don't think I should have gone top. So I'm going to remove that point. No, fuck that. We're not going top. Cool. All right. Skibidi beep bop. And we're going to finish it up at around between 15 or 20 minutes, depending on how the game goes. So our top laner, Quinn, gets dove. This game, our solo laners were having a really tough time, but there's definitely things I could have done to snowball this game. So our jungle and our top lane both die, and we end up taking plates. Now, we push the wave, and what do we do after that? I end up basing, fine, good. Okay, I get some items, and I come back from base. Morgana's clearing her bot jungle, and I go straight bot. Now, I think this is the right call. I don't think there's anything for me to do here. Specifically, they've taken our tower. There's no wave. No one's going to be chilling mid lane. Pointless to walk around mid here. Most important thing right now is to make sure that my Morgana can move out of her jungle, and me and her can do something. Alright, cool. So we end up getting a pick and getting 2 very nice kills. So like I said, just moving with my Morgana, and this is just a completely unforced error. So yeah, I mean, that's a really important point. 15, 11, wasted my flash, face checking, Echo. What I should do there is just wait for Morgana to face check with me. That's it, simple. I overdid it. So if I go back to the play actually and just show you our vision, like we kill Neeko here, And I should know by now, we saw Echo walk over this ward a while ago. Like, this is just dumb by me. Should not be doing that kind of stuff. Cool. And then what else can I say about this? We get bot tower, cool. Kog'Maw pushes. I take the cannon because I'm greedy, and then we back. I guess it wasn't that greedy, but okay, my Morgana gets caught. Solo queue style plays coming from us right now. We're just getting caught left and right. So I go top lane here because Dragon is just gone, and I put some vision down. And then I walk mid lane for a little bit of vision. And then I make a pretty overforced play here, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's any reason to do this. But I was trying to go for the 400 gold shutdown on Kog'Maw. And I think if Kog'Maw flashed, we would have killed him. But I'm just going to write it down as a potential mistake. Because I don't know, like 1650 wasted my flash. Not, well, flashed and overforced. That's what I'm going to say. I think I just overforced a little. I don't think it's actually that necessary. Kog'Maw's chilling. He's like super fed. If I have flash next fight, then I'd probably win the fight with Kog'Maw. So yeah, I think it's just overforce. What I should have done there was pushed mid wave with Kog and then just walked bot lane instead of flashing on Echo there. Yeah, our Sylas is having a tough time. But Kog'Maw's Kog'Maw, so... yeah, cool. Alright, so I'm on the map again, and the last 3 minutes of this review, let's just look over what I could have been doing. So right now I'm looking for opportunities that I'm missing, not like, oh, I made this mistake. What should I be doing here? And I think Kog'Maw's resetting, and our Sylas is just respawn. Me and Morgana are walking in. What could I have done differently here? Okay, could I have lived here is my question. And why did I R? Did I R here? No. Wait, what? Why is my R on cooldown here? Oh, it's... okay, it's... okay. Never mind. I'm blind. Okay, so we end up getting a pick with Morgana, which I think was fine. Can I have survived here is the next question. Yeah, no, I could have survived here. I don't know why I went back in. Let's just double check Neeko's cooldowns, because I was scared she was going to E me here. Yeah, okay. This is just a straight up int by me. 1800, don't go back in. On Neeko, I was fine. The important part is she had no E cooldown. She had no E cooldown, and Samira, I had combo for Samira. And Morgana, like, probably was going to be able to have bind up in 3 seconds. So yeah, I mean, this is just stupid of him by me. We end up going 1 for 1 in this situation. I think we should have just been getting a free kill. I mean, there's kind of a skirmish here, but I'm dead, so it is what it is. That was a big mistake because we ended up getting a pick, and I think we were starting to get some tempo on the map, but then I ended up dying, and I think Sylas is going to end up dying as well. Okay, maybe not, he lives. So I'm back on the map, but what do I do with my life right now? Okay, I put a ward down. Echo has no flash. Me and Morgana are walking in here. I use Shurelya's, and I go on Rel. I don't think this is a good Shurelya's or a good combo. I think I should have saved my Shurelya's for a much more reliable fight, so I'm just going to write that down because I think I kind of wasted it. Wasted Shurelya's on mid lane for that engage. I just don't think this is a good engage. I think what I should be doing is putting vision down here, putting vision down here, trying to pick Echo. Like, if we walk into jungle here right now with Morgana, then we just, like, Echo can't join the fight. And we have a huge Kog'Maw with flash, and I have flash. There's no way they win this fight. Instead, I think there's just going to be a bad fight here. This is probably going to be the last point of the video, and I'll just summarize it and try and think, what can I take from this game? Right. Looks like a lot of dancing back and forth. Let's just go over this last fight, because we lose this last fight pretty hard, and I think that's probably where the game ends for us. Okay, so we're setting up Dragon. I'm going to reset. Our whole team takes a reset, and we're coming on the map together. That's kind of good. Okay, right here. Me and Morgana face check. That's pretty much it. Also, Morgana shouldn't be black shielding me. She should be black shielding herself. I have ulti. Alright, so in some places, people might be like, oh, but bro, that's Morgana's mistake. But I think the first thing I should be doing is asking myself, do I even need to face check here? Is the next question. If I look at the mini-map, do I even need to face check here is the next question, because I don't think I do. Quinn is moving into the bush, and she's probably going to use her E soon. There's literally no reason to face check. Just chill in this brush, wait for Quinn to use her E. I mean, Morgana really giga trolls this. She should not be black shielding me. She should be black shielding herself. I'm an Alistar. And yep, that's a pretty big deal because now the game is kind of over. So what I could have done differently, I mean, that situation wasn't entirely in my control because I think the face check doesn't lose the game in itself, because I'm Alistar. I can just R and walk away and I'm actually safe because I have a Kog'Maw behind me doing DPS and a Morgana. But I don't think I need to rush it because we have a Quinn face checking with her E. I think that's probably a big deal, and I'll just write that down finally. So to summarize this game, don't face check, wait for Quinn E. There's a couple of points during this game where it looks like maybe my teammates troll, but I think quite a lot of the decisions I made were, I don't know, like some of them were just unnecessary picks, some of them were just places where I got caught for no reason. But if I had to summarize this entire game, as you can see, I'll play it at 8 times speed. They get Nash and the game is just over. They get Nash. We end up killing Nico, cool, but they managed to get third Drake. And from this point, the game is pretty much over. We actually end up killing Samira, but unfortunately, yeah, Echo is like 1v5 super giant, massive, and he cleans up every fight. Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like we might come back, but again, I think that with this kind of deficit, it's only really Kog'Maw that's strong, and Morgana is sort of strong. The game just turns into kind of fiesta of skirmishes, and we get picked, and Echo is really mobile, so Kog'Maw with no flash against Echo it's pretty impossible to deal with. So if I had to summarize this game, I think if I take a look at the early laning phase, I don't think I made like an outright mistake. I think it was just small kind of optimizations. One would be, I don't need to push as hard as I did. Hold on, I want to get rid of this sound. Okay, cool. Oof. And then I didn't know that they missed a caster minion. That's kind of a big deal. And then I have a huge summoner advantage. I think I should have tried to roam way earlier and way harder. So the big point of that was 7:30. I should have just backed. Like, I should have just backed at 7:30. Let me just quickly go back there. Around this point, if I just reset, I can get on the map way earlier than Rel can. She's stuck under tower. I get my Mobies as far as I can remember. Yep, I get my Mobies. And I can dominate the map. So this was a really, really big deal. This is probably like the most important point in the game. And then 9:30 just base idiot. Yeah, I mean, I'm making so many weird choices to stay under tower. And then 9:50 I inted under tower for mid lane for literally no reason. It was just completely pointless. I should not be flashing under a tower for a Nico who has flash. It was dumb. And then 11:50 there was a fight bot lane which I mechanically misplayed. So a couple of points where I'm just like making unnecessarily over aggressive decisions when we're actually winning on the map if I just play with my Kog'Maw's ability to push the wave. That's pretty much the summary of the game. And yeah, it kind of sucks. My Sylas was tilted and was flaming and was also not playing very good. And it also kind of sucks that we had Quinn Morgana who just couldn't get anything done top. That was all a bit rough, but unfortunately, like, you know, it is what it is. That's totally cute. I didn't play particularly great this game, so that's, thank you for the follow, whoever that was. That's what I'll end on. So hope you guys found this useful. If you did enjoy these kind of VOD reviews and you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe, tell me if you enjoyed this kind of content or if you want different types of content, and I will try my best to make them. But hopefully this was useful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll do some more because I need to climb back to Challenger in solo queue. So yeah, cool. Have a nice evening. Peace. Good luck in solo queue. Bye bye, boys and girls.